Hey everyone, my name is Danilo Petrovic.
I'm Ilya Marchenko.
I'm Denis Kudla.
I'm Evgeny Donskoy.
I'm Henry Laaksonen.
I'm Peter Torebko, and you're listening to the Game to Love podcast.
Hey, welcome back, tennis fans. Here we go. One more time. It's Monte Carlo Masters, and it is the world number one, Novak Djokovic. He is up against, well, one of the hottest young prospects on the tour, Jannik Sinner. They're out on court. They're warming up. And we've got with me again today, it is Mr. John Silk. How are you doing, bud?
Good, and looking forward to this arguably heavyweight clash today. What do you call it?
I would. Yeah, I would. I watched Jannik Sinner's last match against Ramos, and just the power this kid hits with is something to behold, I think. And obviously, when he was playing, I think it was Bublik recently, Bublik was even joking with him after the match, just saying, like, come on, man, what are you, like 15? How hard are you hitting this ball?
Yeah, exactly.
So,
yeah.
But very complimentary of him. And I think I was reading somewhere, he said he's only had 3 days to warm up for clay courts, but he's looking fantastic on there. So I'm really excited for this one. Djokovic, obviously, he's probably had a similar amount of time to warm up. Which way do you see this one going today?
I'm going to go Djokovic in 3. I think this would be a tough match anyway. You know, if it was an early round, a slam or a Masters 1000, it would be tough. But I think there are certain things in Sinner's favour, such as the fact that he's been playing constantly in the last 2 or 3 months. I think that'll be a slight advantage for him. I think the fact that this is Djokovic's first competitive match in almost 3 months. So I think it's set up nicely for a good match.
I definitely agree. I think it's one of those ones which I'm sort of a bit torn. I know that we've got some people in the chat saying, hey, we've got Almino in there, we've got Jasper in there, and we got the cool one who said Ben picks Djokovic to win every tournament. Not every tournament. Don't forget there's some women's tournaments out there. I don't have him to win those ones, do I? So, no. But he is world number one for a reason. He is that good. So I'd have him to win a lot of tournaments because he's the one to beat, really. You need to prove him wrong. I think the last time someone really took it to him was obviously at the ATP finals. And since then, he obviously played ATP Cup after that. But after that, obviously Australian Open, he looks pretty unstoppable in that tournament. So
yeah, absolutely, yeah.
It's going to be very interesting. So obviously, go on, sorry.
Yeah, so he's got off to a reasonable start, Sinner. I mean, he's won one of the first 2 points on Djokovic's serve. So this could be good. Let's not get too excited because it could end up being a flat match. But what are you predicting for today?
I don't want to be super boring. I'm going to go Djokovic in 2. I think it's all dependent on how the first set goes for me. If Jannik Sinner wants to make a match of this, he has to take the first set. I think if Djokovic gets his nose in front, I think it's hard. It's a real long way back for Jannik Sinner trying to claw back, one of the greatest players of all time from a set down. So we'll see, though. I love to see the evolution of the game, and Jannik Sinner is that. And he caused Rafael Nadal some problems, probably more than what Djokovic did in the French Open. So
Absolutely.
Interesting to see if he can cause Djokovic any problems today. So don't forget, Rome Masters champion on clay, Djokovic last year, and Jannik Sinner through to his first Masters final, only just recently in Miami. So he's going to be riding high off a lot of confidence too. So it should be interesting.
I think what's important is that that Sinner sort of hangs in there during this first set. It will be very easy for him to be overwhelmed. I mean, he's just lost that first game to 15. It could be an idea for a future podcast, that game to 15. But seriously, I think it's really important that he hangs in there. He might find himself under pressure on his serve on a couple of occasions. But if he can keep this as tight as possible, take it to a tie break, for example, then Djokovic will, realize that this is not going to be a walk in the park.
No, I think that's the key. Just like you said there, I think the sets I see Sinner winning, I think they will be a tie-break set for some reason. I think he will need to, I don't know, exert just some dominance on a few points maybe in a row, and then hopefully that can get it over the line for him. But it's going to be tall order. We've got to see if he can hold his serve first. That's that's a big thing to try and do. One of the, well, probably the best returner in tennis on the other end of the court. So
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
just
exactly.
I'm super excited to see Djokovic back on the clay because I thought he just looked pretty incredible last year. Great volley in there from Jannik Sinner.
So basically, Sinner goes into the net and he's kind of struggling to stay in the point. Djokovic is getting quite close to the net and has a pretty easy pass, you'd have thought. But but Sinner manages to get it back over by anticipating it, I think, quite well.
Yeah, guessed him, didn't he? Those sort of ones, bit of 50-50. If you guess right, then you look like a genius. You guess wrong, yeah, you look a little bit like a fool. But yeah, I want to say thanks everybody for joining us for this one. If you're new to the channel, if you're not new to the channel, always make sure to hit that like button on the video, help out the channel. And if you haven't subscribed yet, big announcement. We have hit 5,000 subscribers as of last night. Fantastic news for Game to Love. And we hit the 1 million views on the channel as well on the same thing. So we'll be doing a special podcast, myself and JG, for that one as well. So keep your eyes peeled. Want to say thanks to everyone.
Let's see if we're at 2 million views by the end of this match.
Yeah, well, let's see. I bet it'll be close if Jannik Sinner makes a match of it. I tell you, that's the key. I think to a lot of people tuning in, if Sinner can cause the upset. So I mean, that's part of the reason that we're covering it. This is like the old, well, not the old breed, but I'd say like the last generation versus the new generation here on display.
Absolutely, we're at a crossover with generations here, I think, because you'd think in the next 2 to 3 years, the big three will eventually either be phased out or eased out. Well, we say that, but we've been waiting for it for probably 5 or 10 years even, and it hasn't happened. But Sinner is definitely, I think he's the real deal.
Yeah, mate, he definitely is. And just, we give all this praise to all of these other youngsters who are coming, up and coming. You're looking at Musetti and going, wow, this kid's only like 19. Like, and look how well he's played. Yeah. We forget Sinner's 19 as well, and he's just been a figure inside the top 50 now for some time, and looks like he can only get better, and he's getting better and better. And I think if you put them on a court together, Musetti and Sinner, despite their matching years and matching Italian as well, I think Sinner is the more accomplished, obviously, and looks like an old hat in these big tournaments now. So
yeah, we just saw first mega return from Djokovic of the clay court season. That was a very, very good return of serve there, which is brought to juice.
Fantastic return. And yeah, from what looked like a comfortable service game, now they're back at juice. Oh, great serving though from Jannik Sinner. Even though he's at juice, he's still producing. That first serve is going to be a key in this match, I think.
I think the umpire looks a bit chilly.
Yeah, he does, doesn't he? He's wearing a big old, what they call it, puffer jacket or something like that, isn't it? Yeah. Old school from the 90s.
Yeah.
Oh, went for a serve out wide there. Missed that one. Now, advantage Sinner. Second serve. Down the middle. Djokovic, good return. Oh, he's gone with the drop shot.
The drop.
That's it. Sinner's into the net. Djokovic puts it away comfortably. Drop Shotovic has turned up in Monte Carlo. We like it.
We do. And I recall at the French Open last year, that was something that he tried to perfect, but he didn't quite manage it in the final.
No, I think it's one of those ones. And when it's working, it's always working. When it's not, they all go wrong. And he looks like a bit of an idiot, keep trying it. But
I think Nadal was ready for it in that final too. I think he was ready for it.
I think people forget how fast Nadal still is around the court. That's the problem. They look at his age and they think, oh, look, he's like, what, 36, 37? He's still as quick as anybody on that court, and especially around the clay courts as well. He's got that amazing slide. So,
yeah, absolutely. So it's a nice backhand there. We're playing with the backhand, forehand down the line. I think he's got it. Has he? No. Now he's got that.
Wow, what a drop shot that is. He's taken Djokovic and trumped it with his own drop shot there. Fantastic. Yeah, the cool one saying Nadal's 34. Okay, I'm being a bit cruel to him there then.
I think he's
Just
35. I don't want to correct our viewers too much, and we're really grateful for you coming in. But I think he's 35. But you're right. I think 35 is no, it's okay.
34. Sorry, mate. 3rd of June. You'll have to wait until his 35th birthday. So I think we're doing him a disservice.
I apologize.
Adding years onto his age, mate. I think that's the problem. He's been around for so long. It feels like he's close to Federer, like near in the 40s. He's not. And same with Djokovic. Djokovic is younger than Nadal. So you think, how many more years have these got in them if they're still playing at this level? And he's still locked in at deuce here.
Yeah, unforced error there from Sinner with the backhand into the net. He'll be disappointed with that, given that he had game point.
Yeah, definitely will be. Almino saying, I swear to God, if it rains during this match, I riot. Yeah, what time is it where you're watching, Almino? I know you're down under, so...
Yeah, right. So it's probably sort of midnight-ish there, I guess.
Yeah, it must be.
Thanks to anyone in North America or Latin America who's tuning in as well, because, of course, they'll be pretty early in the morning.
Yeah, it will be. Yeah, we had some of those the other day. We had I think we had Chicago who were watching at 7:45 in the morning. Then we had I think someone in Australia Japan watching it. Oh, no, China. Sorry, I think it was watching at 7:45 at night. So different.
If you are watching in Latin America or North America, let us know what you're having for breakfast too.
Yeah, that's it. Exactly right. Great winner down the line there from Jannik Sinner. He's pushing Djokovic around the baseline. I think that's what he needs to do. He opened up the court, needs to just hit the lines, though.
I think Sinner's one of these guys that probably likes it eggs over easy.
Yeah, for sure, mate. Hiran saying, Ben, are you going to be watching Rafa's match too? It will all be dependent on how long this match plays out. At the moment, we're 10 minutes in and we're only in, we just finished the second game as Sinner holds. Big hold there. So if it carries on like that, I don't know if I'm going to have time. I think I have an allotted... This is my dedication to GTL at the moment. I woke up at 7 this morning just randomly. I decided to start working at 7 o'clock. So I did an extra 2.5 hours this morning to allow myself a couple of hours off during the day to cover Djokovic versus Sinner. So if this match only goes an hour and a half, then I've got another hour and a half free to dedicate towards Nadal versus Del Bonis, which will be the match coming up after this one on this court, actually. So I can announce Garin has just knocked out Millman. Before this match, Rublev knocked out Caruso comfortably as well. Fabio Fognini, the reigning champ, he is through straight sets again. And Grigor Dimitrov knocked out Jeremy Chardy in straight sets too. A lot of straight sets wins, isn't there, in this tournament? Early rounds.
I think, maybe I'm guessing too much here, but I think with clay, there is a bit more of a divide between the winners and the losers, so to speak, and people that can handle it and those that can't. I wonder if there's a bit of a lag as well coming back from Miami, and some people may be struggling with that, and we'll see, obviously, today with Sinner obviously getting to the final there, and he doesn't look too short of energy today, but 30 love now, Djokovic.
That's it. Look at that great play. And that drop shot is working well already. Drop Shotovic is definitely on his game today. Absolutely love that. Pulled Sinner into the net and he was on the stretch and just gave Jock an easy put away there. Love to see that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I think Djokovic hasn't shown any signs of rustiness so far. Obviously pushing Sinner on his serve and comfortably holding.
That's it. Exactly right. And the one thing that we want to watch out for today is the thing that we were speaking about on that podcast. Djokovic's serve it seemed to be much improved. It keeps improving. Oh, bit of a shank there. Yeah, a bit of a lamb shank there from Novak Djokovic. Served up the first of the day. A bit of a weird one, that one. It just sort of pinged off his racket and just went miles wide.
Yeah, I didn't expect that.
And Jasper saying, do we have a drop shot counter? No, we don't. We should do. I think I'm looking to do some improvements on the channel with JG. So hopefully in the coming months, I'm trying to sort of aim before the French Open. We can get like a new platform. We can get some new interactive features for the live streams as well. So hopefully we can incorporate stuff like that on there. I want to have a game to love counter. That would be one of my ideal ones. Been talking about it for long enough.
Yeah, talking of features, that was an excellent forehand there from Sinner to get it to 30-30, 30 all.
Yeah, mate. Look at this. The pressure coming onto Djokovic's serve now. Big first serve down the tee. Sinner well in this Djokovic service game right now. Was that in?
I think it's in. I think it's in.
Wow. First break point for Jannik Sinner here. What an incredible backhand. I think
What a
Djokovic
way to force that. Just watching the replay now here on the backhand there. Didn't see that coming at all. And Djokovic had no answer.
He didn't even make an attempt for it. I think he thought it was going out. I think he could have potentially stuck a racket out for that. But here we go. First break point. Oh, it's into the net, and that big serve gets him out of trouble. It's turning into like a big serve giant these days, Djokovic.
And not only that, he's doing it on the first serve when he needs it most.
Yeah, that was the one thing we were talking about, wasn't it, before? And how he saves break points, he saves big points with that serve. He pulls it out at the big times recently. So credit to him. Ooh, close to an ace there. Another second serve to look at now for Sinner.
I see Djokovic has got 311 on his shoes to indicate, obviously, when he overtook Federer recently. That's
it, mate. Yeah, 311 weeks at number one when he overtook the weeks at number one record. Fantastic achievement, that. I don't see anyone beating that anytime soon.
No.
And Sinner's playing so well right now. It's into the net. Another break point here for Jannik Sinner. Djokovic looks a bit out of sorts there in these rallies at the moment.
By the way, I see you've got both flags behind you there. You're rocking the whole serve Italian thing. I myself, I've backed Djokovic to win, but I want Sinner.
Mate, it's one of these ones. I've got Djokovic obviously to win my bracket, but I'm such a big Game to Love is all about young players and seeing the next generation and seeing how they progress. So if Sinner wins, it's sort of a win-win this for me. And it's wide, isn't it? There you go. Break of serve. Jannik Sinner. And I know you've been waiting for it, John. That Jannik Sinner button. We've got to get it out, haven't we? Yes, we do. Jannik Sinner. Sinner. That's right. Jannik Sinner breaks Novak Djokovic early in the first set. And that's just the sort of medicine he needed to get himself into this match. The confidence is flying for Jannik Sinner right now. Coming off that amazing final in Miami. Maybe he can get to another final here in Monte Carlo. Maybe he likes the Masters, but begin with M. Who knows?
Listen, a couple of things. First of all, that Sinner button. Oh my goodness! I know that Karatsev and the show have a great relationship, but I don't think it'll be long before Sinner is on the show if he hears about that. But secondly, back to the match. What won that game there for Sinner really was again possibly an error. I would say from Djokovic. I think that has to go in the unforced error. He's at the net. He's got a fairly easy cushion volley, I would say, and he hits it in the tram line.
I know. It's uncharacteristic. A few mistakes there in that service game from Djokovic. It looked like it was comfortable. And then he started hitting in the middle of the net. There was a dodgy volley there. So not really, he's not really on his A game yet. He's played a few good shots, but he's not really hit any powerful winners or anything like that. A few good drop shots and pulled him in and forced a good point. But maybe, well, he's not consolidated the break yet, so let's not get too carried away.
Yeah, I was then thinking exactly the same. And he's just hit one a bit long there, so it's love 15.
So, love 15. Novak Djokovic, he will not be happy getting broken that early in a match, and he'll be hoping to break straight back. Well, these top players, these big three, they're the best at just getting one straight back on their opponents. So don't be surprised if you see it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So there you go. Double fault. Yeah. Wow. There you go. Look at this. And he sort of handing it back to him.
Well, and, love 30. This is
We got-
it was 2 easy points there, I think.
We got Van Tung saying, "Come on, Joe, come back and kick out the kid." So Kathy saying, "Good morning, good morning, Kathy."
Morning, Kathy. Is Kathy in the US?
I'm not sure. Let us know, Kathy.
Yeah.
So Djokovic in a good rally right now. He's sort of forcing the point. He's pushing Sinner around the baseline fairly comfortably at the moment. Sinner is just struggling to stay in this rally at the moment, but great winner there from Sinner cross court.
Excellent there. I mean, that was Djokovic was in control of that point, wielding out that unbelievable forehand that he has, pushing Sinner from side to side, and Sinner just went for it.
Yeah, I mean, that's how good Jannik Sinner is. He can look like he's just hanging in the point, and then he can finish it with some winning shots. So he was doing it against Ramos in the first round. Ramos was playing really well. Don't forget, he was playing well against Carreño Busta in Marbella, took him to 3. He's overcooked that. He went for the winner and he's missed it. He's giving it back. This is unforced errors giving this back to Djokovic right now.
Absolutely, yeah. He had a fairly easy forehand there that he just went long with it. And I've done the whole Italian. Oh, my goodness, what the hell was that? That was too long.
You're like, mamma mia.
Exactly.
So I think that this is what the big 3 players can just do to the other players, just based upon their body of work. Like, great return from Djokovic. And he's hit it back at Djokovic. He's somehow got it back in play. The smash. Djokovic has got that back in play. And it's long.
Wow.
And there you go. What an amazing point from Djokovic. I can't quite believe that. That was incredible from Djokovic.
To talk through that point, he just stretches on a first serve, and then he's basically doing this on 2 or 3 points before ultimately he unwheels a good shot that gets really deep, pushes Sinner back, and Sinner therefore suddenly is on the defensive and can't quite make that shot, and it went long. So
that was incredible. Wow. Like how he managed to stay in that rally. First of all, the serve was incredible, and he managed to just get it over the net. Sinner looked like he was going to hit a winner off the return. Then he got that back. Then he got smashed. He got that back. It was just incredible. That's the recoverability. It's like Stretch Armstrong, isn't he?
Yeah, I mean, there was if the viewers can imagine, Sinner will be disappointed he didn't put the smash away, but Djokovic did excellently to sort of just bat it back almost. And now we're at love 15. And now at love 15, that's a great forehand there from Djokovic, and he's on the forehand volley, didn't put it away, backhand. That's an excellent backhand into the body.
Djokovic in no man's land there, sort of halfway in between the service box and the net. Sinner fired it at his feet, and a great recoverability there from Jannik Sinner as well. So both players showing that they've got what it takes to come back after a dodgy service game. Can Djokovic consolidate his break back, or are we going to see another break?
I think one thing I will say is I'm going to readjust what I said at the beginning of the match. I think Djokovic is looking a bit rusty at the moment, but he might just have enough time to play himself in, and he's got it back to 15-30.
Yeah, I think, he's the type of player, takes a little bit of time sometimes to warm up in matches, but once that engine's running, he's a scary person to be on the other end of the court to, because he'll just start pushing you around. As soon as he's he's like the sort of Floyd Mayweather style thing. Great defensive boxer. And he's like the great defensive tennis player as well. He can calculate exactly what you're going to do based upon your first few games you play against him, or first set. The next set's not going to be the same. He will make adjustments.
Yeah, absolutely. Down the tee there to the forehand on the second serve. Has he gone long? No, he hasn't. That's a good forehand there to the backhand. Now back on the Djokovic backhand down the line. Not quite. Sinner on the forehand once again. Some excellent tennis being played here, and he's gone long.
Great play there from Djokovic, and a great adjustment that he made there during that rally was he was getting powered back. So he took a few steps back, 2 meters behind the baseline to receive the next shot, and it worked. And then he got that back in play, and then Sinner hits long on the next one. So fantastic adjustment.
But we are seeing a few sort of unforced errors, particularly on length today.
Yeah, definitely. Maybe there's a little bit of wind possibly. In that, I'm not seeing much, but don't forget they are by the coast, so there always can be a little bit of a blustery wind down there.
Yep, and we've got a second serve there from Djokovic. That's a good return, though, deep there, nice and deep.
Into the net
Yeah.
from Jannik Sinner. We've got Danny P in the comments. They're saying Sinner currently 15-5 this season, can go 16-5 or 165. Second round equal 165. Not sure. Djokovic is currently 225 to 56 in the clay career, and can get 57th clay career lost against Jannik Sinner, or 57 rather.
Well,
Interesting statistics.
He's just gone 3-2 up anyway.
Oh, Novak Djokovic. Not only does he break back, he consolidates his own break, and it's only fitting that we get the Joker, his button. Yes, indeed. He's giggling away there as he wins that fifth game of the match. And you saw there him chuckling walking onto the court. Not sure what he was so happy about there whilst walking onto court. Maybe he's just happy to be back on the clay courts.
Listen, I think he is happy to be back on the clay courts. I think, we've seen him go on a bit of a charm offensive in recent years in terms of the French crowd, learning a bit of French, trying to flex his linguistic muscles there, which I know he's multilingual anyway, but he's picking up the French pretty quickly. I think he's doing everything he possibly can, using every single weapon he has in his locker to get him that second French Open. I think he's desperate for it. And I think even him not going to Miami was another sign of that.
Yeah, definitely. I think that he played so well in last year's clay court. Despite the lack of tennis last year, he still was turning up, and he's obviously won in Cincinnati on the hard in the Masters, won in Rome on the Masters, got to the final of the French Open. I mean, he was looking incredible up until that final, and then he could be criticised. It's just Rafa Nadal was just unplayable that day. It's just not much he could have done, really. The whole tournament he was.
Yeah, right. It's interesting the Djokovic domination of Australia and Nadal with the French, that actually they kind of mirror each other in, I think, and we'll get our stat man there who came up with that unbelievable stat a bit. Well, I think he's lost 4 French Open finals, and he's won 1. And I think Nadal has lost 4 or 5 Aussie Open finals and won 1. And there's a few near misses at the Australian Open that I know Nadal fans, regret and feel sad about. And I'm sure there's plenty of French Opens where, remember that one in the semi-final against Nadal where he touches the net and loses the fifth. I think, was it 7-5 or 8-6?
Yeah, I believe so.
There's been a few, and you beat Nadal and you win the French. We know that pretty much. Yeah, I think he'll be. He's got a few near misses, and we're now at love 15 here. So this is a big game here for Sinner.
It definitely is. He doesn't want to be on the receiving end. There's that drop shot again. Sinner's into the net. It's wide, and Djokovic turning the screw ever so slightly here. And just because he got broken, all that. Sometimes it's dangerous to break these big players early in matches. I've always said it. I think it wakes them up, and if you're going to break him. Like we've seen, I think, with somebody like Zverev when I think he was playing maybe Nadal I think it might have been Medvedev, someone like that. You break him when it's like 5-all, and then you serve it out, and that's it. And then you get the set. You break them early, it wakes them up, and then you're in trouble. They break you back, and then you lose the first set a lot of the time. So
yeah. Here we go. So we're now on a Sinner serve. He gets the first serve in, but can he take advantage of that? It's a very good forehand to the backhand, and he's now kind of in control of the point, but he's got a difficult forehand, and he does it.
Wow, great forehand winner into the court there.
Excellent.
And RS saying there, go Sinner. I have him all the way to the semis in my bracket. Wow, that's pretty. You're on the hype train for Jannik Sinner. Just hoping he's got such a tough second round match. Can he get through Djokovic is the question. And to Lansky saying I have $500 on Djokovic to win 2-love.
Well, I wish I had $500 to gamble away, but he might not even see that as a gamble. I mean, Djokovic is obviously the favourite, and he might get a break, but he's just gone long there, so it's back at 30 all.
Indeed. So 30 all. Jannik Sinner looking to just level this match up at 3 games all. We had 27 minutes on the clock. If you are joining us for this live stream, I want to say thank you. Help us celebrate 5,000 views on the channel. 5,000 views, 5,000 subscribers on the channel, 1 million views on the channel by hitting that like button. We appreciate all of you. And if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button, guys. We really want to just keep this community growing. Join the GTL family. And if you haven't joined the Discord yet, jump in the link in the live chat that's pinned in there. And there's a link in the description below. So we're looking to just talk tennis 24/7.
And he's just gone with he's gone for the lob and he's got it.
Mwah, as they would say, magnifique over there in France.
Yeah,
fantastic.
I have no idea how to say that in Serbian, but that was a very, very good backhand lob there from Djokovic.
It was incredible. Yeah, fantastic. The way he brought him in, I think that's the key for Djokovic. When that drop shot's working, he sort of brings them in nicely, and then he's able to have his way with them at the net. So, interesting stuff, though. Another break point here, Djokovic. Oh, close. It looked like it was an ace to me, but it wasn't.
Yeah. I thought the ball boy was going to check to see if that was in or not, but he just went to the ball.
Oh, big winner from Sinner. That's how you say break point.
Yeah, what a forehand there from Sinner. I think back to the Djokovic thing, though, you're right. His point construction at times, and this will only get better as the clay season progresses. But there, that previous point when he did the amazing lob was excellent. Again, he uses that drop shot, brings Sinner into the net, and then does an excellent backhand lob.
Yeah, and you can see the winners there from forehand winners, 7 for Sinner and 3 for Djokovic. I think that's just a sign of the way these players are playing today. Sinner's much more aggressive. Djokovic just much more tactical. I think that's just the way he's sort of analysed this match and knows he can beat Sinner with the right tactics.
And he's just brought up a second break point with an excellent return of serve, a classic Djokovic shot.
Indeed. Big serve down the tee. Good return down the line. Djokovic into this rally. It's got Djokovic scampering around the baseline. God, the power from Jannik Sinner. Oh, he's hooked it wide. Djokovic breaks. Come on, the Joker. That's right, the Joker, 4-2 up here in the first set. It was always a formality, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I think he's now won 3 games in a row, Djokovic. I saw a stat at one point during that last game that he won 10 out of 14 points. And now he'll be looking for
volley.
A
fantastic volley from Novak. Just took all the power off it, didn't he? Took all of the pace off that shot. So good.
Yeah.
15 love.
Will really want to turn that screw.
That's it, mate. Here we go. He's looking to consolidate a second break. Well, no, it'll be the break, wouldn't it? Now, yeah.
It's only one break up now, of course. So, yeah, but he's on to consolidate that. Yeah, that break.
Yeah, so we haven't had a consolidation yet.
Yeah, he's going for his 4th game in a row, and really Sinner now on the back foot, 30 love down.
Indeed, exciting stuff here. Novak Djokovic doesn't look like he's really got out of first gear yet. Worrying signs for Jannik Sinner at the moment. Yeah, big serve down the tee. Loves that one. Force Sinner out wide. Sinner playing it down the line. And now they're hitting it fairly central. Making Sinner make the angles. Down the line. Oh, just long there. Hit that with some venom, didn't he? Down the line.
Yeah, and that's the kind of shot that when you've got your eye in it, and when you've been playing, on these courts for a few weeks, for example, that's one that he puts away, I suspect. But just again, a little bit of rustiness there, perhaps from Djokovic.
Yeah, indeed. Can announce there's another big matchup from 2 amazing clay court players playing right in this second. It is Diego Schwartzman who's up against Casper Ruud, the two smaller guys on the tour. But Casper Ruud is 5-2 up in the first set against Diego Schwartzman, proving that he is improving. So,
oh, and that was an excellent shot there,
yeah.
Sinner giving Djokovic a bit of his own medicine there.
Fantastic drop shot there. Djokovic just sort of trying to hang in that rally at the back of the court. And then there you go. Devilish, that drop shot. Djokovic couldn't get to that one. It caught him out, didn't it?
Yeah, a little bit of a stumble there as well from Djokovic, didn't help, but excellent play from Sinner, bringing him to 30 all.
Indeed. Great serve out wide, and there you go into the net. And it's just the variety that causes Sinner to make these errors, though. He never knows which side these serves are going. Not predictable at all.
Yeah.
First serve percentages showing there 75% for Djokovic, 64% for Jannik Sinner.
Yeah, I think Djokovic has got that first serve in, at least that's in 2 today, as he goes there to the backhand to Sinner, and he takes a backhand himself. Back on the Djokovic forehand there, and then on the forehand of Sinner goes deep. This is him.
Wide.
Forced error.
There you go, and we got consolidation. Djokovic consolidates the break finally in this first set, and it's 5-2. Jannik Sinner has now lost 4 games on the bounce. Is there any way back from him in this first set, do you reckon, John?
You would imagine not. We've seen far stranger things in tennis before. But no, I think now really Sinner has just got to try and keep Djokovic honest by holding his own serve in this next game, and then just sort of keep your fingers crossed that Djokovic has an off day regarding his when he serves it out. But so I guess really now the thing for Sinner is to hang in there and just hope that that Djokovic can have a bad service game. But what could also happen is that Sinner's head drops a little bit, particularly for this next game, and then Djokovic wins 6-2.
Yeah, definitely. And as you can see there from like some of the serving statistics, second serve points won only 33% at the moment for Jannik Sinner. Not good enough against Novak Djokovic. You need to get that first serve. And see, first serve's for only 50%. That's not good enough either. He was looking really promising, but I think Djokovic just wears you down. He makes you run out of ideas of how to beat him, I think. And you start trying things you don't normally try. And then, unfortunately, it just comes with the same result, which is Novak Djokovic ends up winning. But can he turn it around? Does he have a plan B right now?
There we go. That wonderful Monte Carlo view once again comes up. Hopefully next year we'll have fans back in the Principality.
Indeed. There's a few other matches going on right now. We've also got David Goffin. He is a break up in the first set to Cecchinato 3-1. We got Krajinovic is 2-love up in the first set against Londero, the lucky loser, replacing Medvedev. And we have Lucas Pouille is up against Popyrin. Popyrin got a break point early in that match. So interesting matches today.
So Sinner is love 15 down here, so we need to keep an eye on this. But I saw a bit of Nadal and so it's 15 all now. I saw a bit of Nadal and Medvedev practicing, I think yesterday or the day before, probably the day before.
Yeah.
And of course, Nadal has tested negative, as have all of his team, despite obviously working in fairly close proximity to Medvedev.
That's good.
But having seen the practice, I saw the practice, and Medvedev didn't look like he was making any effect on Nadal. Often Nadal was winning these practice points, so I don't see Medvedev was going to make a big impression on this tournament anyway.
For me, I didn't really see it, if I'm honest. I know that he did well back in 2019, but for me, his hard court is his bread and butter. I think he did have a sort of a favourable draw as well, really. So he might have been able to have got through a couple of rounds. But I had him going out early in the tournament, to be honest, even if he was playing. So I'm glad it didn't affect my bracket much. Great speed from Djokovic there to the net, and then great angles on his passing shot. Fantastic.
Yeah, 2 points now from the set. And he, once again, you know, this screw, if it was turning before, it's almost completely tight right now. But yeah, so it's 2 points now from here. Yeah, Medvedev. I think Medvedev was one of the few players last year who maybe played 3 clay court tournaments, but I think he lost 3 matches.
Yeah, I think so. I think you're right. It was either 3 or 2 tournaments. He didn't win a match.
He played Hamburg anyway. He was one of the rare sort of ones that played Hamburg, which is basically Hamburg finished on the day the French Open began.
Yeah. Oh, here we go at the moment. And Jannik Sinner will want to win this service game because he will not want to allow Djokovic to start serving in the second set.
That too, yeah, and I think it'll you know, that's nice. That's nice there from Sinner. He's now got game point. He's got to keep Djokovic honest here. If you know that expression where you just got to keep your opponent, make them win the match or make them win the set. You don't want to be gifting too many games away to Djokovic or even too many sets.
Yeah, I think the problem with playing Novak Djokovic is he makes you hit far more shots than all of your other opponents would have probably made you hit. When you were hitting winners on the 4th or 5th shot that would put anybody else away, you see them flying back in the court again, and it can be a bit demoralising, I think, for his opponents.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. So there we go. Brings Sinner into the net there. Sinner does a backhand slice.
Passing shot. Fantastic there from Djokovic. That's really good play. And that's just worked nearly every time. The drop shot brings him in, either lobs or passes him. And Sinner needs to start coming up with his own tactic to counter that.
Yeah, he's got to try something different and try it pretty quickly. Otherwise, this match could be over in a flash.
Yeah, here we go. Juice 2 points away for Djokovic right now. Big serve into the forehand side. Return. Big forehand. Djokovic. Oh, it's long. Good power from Sinner. That's all that saved him there.
Excellent. Yeah, that's it. He needs to do a bit more of that. And just getting that accuracy on the length, which he got it really deep there and probably very close, if not on the line. He got it on the line, which forced Djokovic into returning it slightly long as well. But he's got to do that constantly. Hey.
Almino saying Casper Ruud has taken the first set against Diego Schwartzman. I want to say thanks everybody for watching this live stream. Let us know in the live chat. Who have you got winning this matchup? What are the scores you've got? Well, Djokovic, winner down the line there. Incredible. Yeah, let us know what scores you got for if not for this set, for the second set. Do you think this is going to go 2, 3? And how far do you reckon either of these players is going to go in the competition? If it's Djokovic who wins, do you think he's going to go all the way? I want to hear from you guys. Pop your comments in the live chat. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, guys, come on. Help us. We just hit 5,000 subscribers, and hit that like button on the video. Helps us get found by other tennis fans out there. Oh, Djokovic managed to get one stuck in the net. That's a good one. Easy for the ball boy, that one.
Yeah, right. Didn't even have to bend down.
Juice. Second serve back in play. Djokovic. Oh, hit. What was that out? Looked like it clipped the line. Sinner's putting a little line next to it though. I think he's confident.
When it goes in your favor, I don't think I've ever seen a player when they go up to the line and they do that thing with a racket. Yeah. I've never seen them go, oh, actually that was in. They've always gone, yeah, that was out. Yeah.
Argue it for a bit, at least.
Yeah. So Sinner's brought up game point here.
Yeah. Oh, he's got a let there. For some of these umpires, I feel really sorry for them. Like I remember we did a watch along on one of these matches, and there was nearly a dodgy line call at every single point, and the umpire looked a little bit rotund, let's say, and was having to go up and down the chair like about 25 times during the match. It was it took him a while.
I think that umpire's desperate for Hawkeye.
Oh, for sure. And there you go. And it's back at Juice again. Juice number 3. It's not a good sign. Is this going to be the time when Novak turns the screw a little bit? Sinner shaking his head a little bit there. Probably a bit annoyed at himself. We got Almino saying 6-4 in the second set for Novak. So interesting. He said he got Novak in the final, but almost put Tsitsipas. Tsitsipas could be the dark horse of this whole tournament. I know he's a bit hard to give a dark horse, but it's wide there from Djokovic. Backhand's gone missing on a few occasions now.
Yeah. I mean, Tsitsipas, I think it's probably he's a bit beyond the dark horse tag. I mean, I think even Sinner is beyond the dark horse tag. It would be a surprise if he won it, but we all know who he is and stuff. But Tsitsipas, I think, is maybe arguably a bigger threat to Nadal at this tournament than Djokovic himself. And of course, both Djokovic and Tsitsipas and Zverev and of course Sinner all in the same half of the draw.
Yeah, mate, it's a bit lopsided, isn't it? We were saying that yesterday, wasn't it?
Yeah, Rich gets a net caught there, and he's got it back on the forehand now for both sides. Now on the backhand of Sinner down the middle. Djokovic backhand slice. Sinner's sort of in charge at this point, but that doesn't mean a great deal against the world number one. And he's got it wide, I think. Yeah.
There you go. Like you were saying, you're in control of the point until you're not in control anymore. And he was trying to hit the lines against Djokovic is the tough thing, which normally Murray used to get a lot of cheap points when people were playing him because they can't put him away. So they keep trying to go closer and closer to the lines. So we got the cool one saying Gil Gross said Zverev is going to win Monte Carlo. Wow,
yeah, he did. I saw that. Yeah, that's a big shout. Yeah, and there's no doubt that Gil knows his stuff, and he generally backs it up. And I watched his comments of the day, and he made a very good case for Zverev. But the thing is, with Zverev, you just don't know which Zverev is going to turn up.
Yeah, I mean, me and JG, we both love Gil Gross. We had him on the podcast for our end of year review. There's one I've got to give him a bit of stick for though, because he said Andy Murray into the top 10 by the end of the year. And sorry, Gil, I'm not having that. Andy Murray.
He said it for this year.
Yeah, at the end of this, I'm not having that. That for me, I think it's just his love for Murray, and I appreciate even us as Brits, we don't even have that much belief. So I hope it happens.
44 minutes now this has been, which gives you an example of how tight some of these games have been. 44 minutes for 8 games. That's sort of over 10 minutes per game. And he's brought it back to 5-3. So now Djokovic has to serve it out.
Indeed. Here we go. Serving for the first set. 5-3. Novak Djokovic. Oh, he's messed up the first serve. Even Djokovic has some nerves sometimes too.
Yeah, as I say, I think this clay court season and all of these clay court tournaments building up to the French do mean a lot to him.
Yeah, definitely do. Here we go. Oh, long from Sinner. Can't be giving him cheap points like that. There you go, 15 love and 3 points away from this first set. Oh, we go. Novak Djokovic, the Joker. He's not joking around today.
He means business.
Definitely does. Big first serve. He's into the net. Sinner's too good for him. That part is pretty much a winner, that one.
Yeah.
So there you go. That was pretty crazy serve and just came in and finished it off. The 1-2 punch. You don't get many of them with Djokovic.
No, right. But he's now 2 points away here from this first set. And as you said at the beginning of the show, I think the first set is huge. And
massive.
Djokovic winning it. Yeah, Djokovic winning it, really.
Oh, just long on the first serve there. Second serve.
Sinner needs a bit of luck here with a few second serves from Djokovic, but that doesn't happen too often.
There we go. Djokovic serving out wide. Sinner back into play. It's hit the baseline. Djokovic staying in this rally with Sinner. Backhand from Djokovic is long, and it's causing him problems. Some errors flying off that backhand side today from Djokovic, but still 30-15. He can allow himself room for error here.
Yeah, and Sinner's really, as you said, he got the baseline in one of those exchanges. Then he's really got to be doing that a lot more often, and just keeping it in and not making any unforced errors. Which, of course, is, I mean, I'm asking for almost the impossible now. I know.
No, good serve. Sinner slices it back from the backhand side. Djokovic powering out to the Sinner backhand into the forehand side. Sinner with a passing attempt. It's too good. Djokovic follows into the net.
Great. 30-all. Let's not write Sinner off just yet. Anyway, as we were sort of just starting to predict sort of an easy win there for Djokovic. Pats now got it on 30-all, and that was an excellent passing shot there. And Djokovic couldn't quite cushion that volley back over the net. Good
on the run, Jannik Sinner. Very good hitting these cross-court passes on the run. So Djokovic needs to be more accurate with those attempted winners down the line.
Yeah, right.
Keeping them too central.
We're now going for the exchanges here. It's fairly comfortable as Djokovic goes deep. Too long.
Yeah, and it's break point. Jannik Sinner. Djokovic tightening up here, trying to serve out this first set. Who would have saw this coming? Jannik Sinner looking to go back on serve here in this first set. Can he do it?
He's almost giggling there at this opportunity that's been presented to him.
He is. What's he got? Can we get the Sinner button? Good return. Djokovic with the drop shot. Sinner's in. He passes and he breaks. Jannik Sinner, well played.
You know what you got to.
Jannik Sinner. Jannik Sinner. Yes, Jannik Sinner. Sorry, mate, I cut you off a bit there.
No problem. I said that's exactly what I was waiting for. I said, you know what you got to do, Ben, and
right, okay, that's all right then. We're on the same wavelength. Incredible. Jannik Sinner pulls it out the bag when needed. A bad drop shot from Djokovic on break point. Jannik Sinner attacks the net, finishes it cross court. We're back on serve, but he still has to hold his serve to make it a consolidation. Djokovic still with a chance here. 5-4 up still. Exciting, no?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it would be tempting to criticize Djokovic on one or two of those points there, but I think Sinner won that game. I mean, even as you said, it was probably a slightly heavy drop shot, if you like, from Djokovic that presented Sinner the chance, but Sinner then got to put it away, and it wasn't an easy put away for that break point, and he did it. And I think I take my hat off to Mr. Sinner.
Wow. It's the first time he's taken it off today. Those locks are now on show for everybody. We got Doc Pedia saying, watching from American Samoa. Great.
Wow.
Great to have you on board. And Melez joins the finally in. Were you in earlier, Melez? You're saying good morning, Vietnam. But we know you're not in Vietnam, surely.
I think we did have a Vietnamese viewer before, though. I think one of those early comments we had at the beginning of the match was from Vietnam.
We got Maga Man in on Twitch. Great to see you in as well. And the cool one with a nice little pun there. The Joker has become the choker. I like it.
That's why they call him the cool one. And talking of cool ones, it's a nice forehand there from Sinner to bring up 15 love.
Yeah, really impressive play there from Jannik Sinner. Impressive that he's hanging in this first set. It looked like he was out of it. He lost 4 games on the bounce, but he's clawing his way back into this first set now. Big first serve. Oh, it's just long. Got lucky there. Djokovic as the return flew into the net.
Yeah, second serve.
RS correcting Mellors, though. Vietnam is already in the evening. Oh, that drop shot's too good this time. Too good. And Magaman saying, I thought Djokovic had this in the bag, so I started watching Schwartzman Rude, but I'm back watching. Well, it looked like that one was an entertaining one as well. Wish we could be watching that as well.
How's it going in the second set there between Rude and Schwartzman?
Schwartzman, I think, had some break points, didn't take them. They're on serve 2-1. But great return here from Djokovic, and it's forced Sinner to hit it wide. 15-30 now.
2 points from the first set now. This will be gut-wrenching for Sinner, having clawed his way back in to then lose it again here at this point.
We got the lucky loser, Londero. He's probably wishing he didn't even bother entering and coming into this tournament. He's 5-love down in the first set to Krajinovic. Bit of a waste of a lucky loser spot this at the moment. Just hasn't even won a game. It's wide from Djokovic, 30-all.
It's nice getting on 30-all here, Sinner, having to show his mettle here. Yeah. I mean, obviously with the Medvedev positive test, someone's got to go. I mean, I was waiting for the phone call, but it never came.
Yeah. And Doc Pedia saying greetings to all Filipino tennis fans. Mubahai.
Wow, we have really got the globe covered today with the US, parts of Europe, obviously. And that's a backhand long there from Sinner.
Set point. Here we go.
Brings up set point. Yeah, and obviously Vietnam and American Samoa. My goodness me.
I know, mate. They're coming in from all over today. This is a big matchup, though. I get this right. Shurix saying Krinovic is about to deal out a bagel, but it's set point here. Jannik Sinner serving. What has he got? It's wide there. Second serve to look at here. We got Brandon in from Australia. Loving this. Almino, obviously, our regular Aussie correspondent, let's say. Return here. Jannik Sinner, their slice from Djokovic. Hits the baseline. Great forehand from Sinner. It's into the net from Djokovic. It's saved. Set point. Wow.
Yeah. Now, that was an excellent exchange. As you said, Djokovic doing well there, hitting the baseline with one or two of these shots there, putting Sinner under pressure, but ultimately hitting it into the net.
Yeah, I mean, Sinner mixed up the paces there. He sort of looped it. It was a bit moonballish, that forehand. Didn't give it as flat, hard hitting as normal. So
love the moonball. Love it.
Yeah, mate. I love a mix-up of paces on every court. I think it keeps your opponent guessing. Always hit the net cord there. Djokovic into the net. Great forehand. And the net cord came to his aid there, Djokovic, rather than his detriment.
Absolutely. Normally, you'd be lamenting a net cord against you, but actually, I think that was going to be a winner there from Sinner. But it managed to give Djokovic a chance to compose himself and hit an excellent forehand. Yeah,
point number 2. Here we go. Djokovic looks focused right now. Sinner, big serve into the backhand side. They're going backhand to backhand. Down the line from Djokovic. He's kept that one in. Djokovic. Oh, he's done well. Oh, Sinner on the stretch. And there you go. Djokovic takes the first set. Come on. There you go. And as is all too familiar, don't forget it was a break of serve. Once you've broken, you've got to hold your own serve. And some of the statistics that are just being pulled up on the screen at the moment, I'm just going to try and grab a couple of them while they're on there. Yeah, we had obviously, well, I'll try and bring up some of these statistics for you guys. I'm just going to wait for the other.
While you bring up the statistics, I just want to highlight something that happened in that last game, or that last point. I think Sinner, which was actually on his first serve, was a bit timid there. His first serve was almost like a second serve, giving Djokovic. I think that was kind of a cautious first serve, given that he was set point down. Agreed.
Yeah, I totally agree with you there, John. I think it was just the nerves. I mean, you can't really blame him. You're serving to try and save set points and stuff against one of the greatest players ever. It's only natural, isn't it? Just to throw a few bum shots in there. But yeah, I'm just going to ping up. I'm going to take these stats away just for a sec, just so I can share the ones which are arguably more interesting from Tennis TV. So here we go. So as you can see here on the screen, we've got 11 winners each in that first set. We had 17 unforced errors to 12 for Djokovic there. And the total points won, we had only 6 the difference in that first set, but that's all it takes, isn't it? And
yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Have a look at this one. You can start to see the number of shot rallies and the points won on those. Sinner winning the longer rallies, which is very impressive. Very close on the other ones, 5-9 shots, and Djokovic in command of the shorter rallies, it seems.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how this second serve. I mean, he's got decent speed on his second serve. They're slightly faster than Djokovic, but his points return on his second serve, certainly midway through that first set, was very poor. I think he'd won 3 from 9 on his at one point there. So anyway, Djokovic obviously serving first now. I'll have a tiny advantage because of that as we now head into the second set.
Indeed, mate. I'll just bring the score back up for you guys. And well, Djokovic, it was the nightmare that he didn't want. He's managed to stop Djokovic serving, it seemed, for the second set, or serving first in the second set, rather. And then he went and did it again. So he saved it, and then he gave it back to him. So now Djokovic serves first. Not what you would want if you're Jannik Sinner and you're staring down the barrel of the gun, so to speak, with Djokovic has set up, and now he's going to be arguably playing with more freedom in this second set, opening it up for more variety and more winners, I think, possibly from Djokovic. Might go for it a bit more.
It would be an exaggeration to say Djokovic was there for the taking, but certainly there was a few more chinks of light than most of Djokovic's opponents get. That's an excellent lob there from Djokovic, and he's going to win it comfortably. That's an excellent point there, showing why he's the world number one and has been for 315 weeks of his career.
Fantastic. I mean, the drop shot, Sinner got there, but then to produce that lob and the touch off that lob there was just fantastic. Sinner could only just get it back over the net, and then Djokovic there with a stop volley just puts it away. Fantastic tennis.
Yeah, I mean, to be that far on the stretch as Djokovic was, as it was about to bounce for the second time towards the net there, to get that stretch and get a decent lob in was incredible, which basically ended up winning that point.
It's just fantastic. I mean, really incredible. It's just, I don't know why I'm still blown away by some of the stuff he does on the court, but his touch is just so good. And it didn't even just land in. It landed in miles within the court. It was so good, the touch on that lob.
But that was a good backhand there from Sinner, hitting it he's done it a few times actually in this match, and he's done it to some success actually, hitting it on the rise, almost like a half volley, and catching Djokovic out there to some extent and giving him a sniff at least getting back into this first game.
Well, does he want to anger him early and try and get an early break, or does he just want to try and stay on serve until the latter stages? I'm not sure.
I heard your argument there, Ben, and I know exactly what you mean, that sometimes it's best to sort of snatch the set at a 5-5 or a 6-5 moment. Definitely. But you don't get to pick and choose when you can break Djokovic's serve.
That's very true. But it's almost that he gets to pick and choose when he breaks yours. It's the reverse.
Yeah, absolutely. He's brought up 40-15 here, which is it's now just coming up to an hour, which I think is also a good suggestion of how tight that first set was.
Yeah. I can announce some of the other matches going on at the moment. David Goffin has just taken the first set against Cecchinato. They're on serve, Schwartzman and Ruud, 3-2. Schwartzman in the second set. Ruud is set to love up. And Krajinovic did bagel Londero in the first set there, 6-love. They're 1 game all in the second. And Poprin is just on serve, 5-4 down in the first set at the moment.
Yeah, and Djokovic there just taking a 1-love lead. Yeah, I think the standout sort of moment from those matches you just mentioned has to be that Ruud winning the first set against Schwartzman. I mean, Schwartzman now, maybe he would classify as a dark horse for this tournament, more so than someone like Tsitsipas. So if Schwartzman was to fall at this hurdle, I think that would be a surprise, certainly for me.
Yeah, I mean, I've sort of gambled a little bit on Schwartzman, having him go through a bit further than you'd probably have given credit for due to his form. But
I think I have Schwartzman in the semis. I think I have him in the semis against Nadal.
Yeah, mate, I think I did the same. Interesting little graphic there. I just did a little quick shot of it. So I'm just going to dot between some graphics just as they pop up on the screen as well, just because we can, just while this point's playing out. Just going to just so that some of you guys can see what was going on with some of these return placements. As you can see here, Novak Djokovic. See the return placements. It's variety at its best. I think that's all you can say, really.
Yeah, absolutely.
Pretty amazing where he's able to put the ball. Just thought it was an interesting graphic for you guys to have a quick look at. But we'll
Djokovic in good return of serve shock.
Yeah, really, really. And it's the variety of his returns which just makes him so dangerous. There you go, 15 all here. Interesting.
Do you think Djokovic's going to run away with this now?
I think it just depends on these first first couple of service games. Sinner needs to hold serve. He needs to show Djokovic something like not show him too much respect, I think. I think that's the problem is you can just sort of let him get a bit carried away and just start hitting things too freely. He needs to do like he was doing in the first set. He looked dangerous from a lot of the first set. And there's that drop shot again from Djokovic. Sinner's into the net. Good passing shot. Better.
Excellent, Sinner there. You really sprint to the net and flexing those 19-year-old young muscles of his, managing to get to the net there pretty quickly to ultimately negate the drop shot from Djokovic. I think Djokovic, the drop shot wasn't quite perfect on that occasion, didn't quite execute it perfectly, but Sinner did excellent there with the backhand down the line.
You've got to be on your bike quickly when you see those drop shots being played, and Djokovic will just keep you honest. You can't hang on the baseline for the whole match, and you don't want to be too eager to try and get to the net because it's just the variety. For me, it's just the key to being one of the best tennis players is you just have to have so many different tools. And I think that we're seeing it sort of, wow, what a return that was from Djokovic. It came back quicker than Sinner had even served it.
Backhand return, excellent there.
Before he'd even finished his service action, it was pretty much on the baseline again. Incredible.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's another one for the graphic, I think, to another placement there. So now Sinner's obviously at 40-30. I don't remember the last time he held serve, actually. I mean, the other thing to remember, so he's got that first game. So it's one game.
Yeah, it's well played.
Well done, Sinner. Yeah. Just to bring up something from that first set. And like I said, Djokovic wasn't exactly there for the taking, but there was a few more opportunities than most Djokovic's opponents will get. And an example of that was that Sinner, of course, broke serve twice. Broke Djokovic's serve. Broke Djokovic's serve.
Joke Brokovic.
Twice in the first set. Joker the choker.
Is that like Aaron Brokovic?
Yeah, something like that. So, he was not exactly there for the taking, but there was a chance there for Sinner in that first set. And now obviously we've got Djokovic now serving here at 15-love in the third game of the second set.
Yeah, mate. I just want to say thanks, a quick thanks to everybody joining us for this live matchup. Djokovic, Sinner. There's 100 people in. I want you all to help out the channel. We just made 5,000 subscribers. Show your appreciation. Hit that like button on the video for us. All the likes really help us out. So please hit that like button. We really do appreciate you all. And subscribe if you haven't already.
Absolutely. And also, if you want to share any of our stuff on Twitter or on Instagram, I think, is that the thing the kids are into these days, Ben?
Maybe, mate. Maybe. I think it's on Twitter. We're on Twitter, on Instagram. Yeah, we try and cover all of it. We're not on TikTok yet, but maybe we'll have to get someone in charge of that. So that's more for someone younger than me.
The young'uns. Yeah. So anyway, if you want to give the page, I'll give the video a like. Excellent. But definitely as well, any of our content you can ever share on your social media streams is much appreciated from all of us. And to have 100 with you right now is great, but we're always looking for more people to come view our stuff. And 15 all there brings up 30-15 to Djokovic. An error there from Sinner on the forehand.
Indeed. Here we go. Djokovic, 30-15. Be looking to just get a few comfortable holds under his belt. And we've got forehand unforced errors, 10 for Sinner, only 4 for Djokovic. And those unforced errors are something that you'll probably be looking to keep at a very, very low number, as always, Novak Djokovic.
Yeah, absolutely. Also, by the way, having someone from American Samoa really, really impresses me. But if you come from an obscure island in the Pacific Ocean, definitely give us a shout and tell us where you are viewing this from. One day, I would love to have someone from the Marshall Islands. They're probably some of the most isolated islands in the world in the middle of the Pacific. But I don't know if we've got anyone from Hawaii as well. That would be pretty cool. One day if we can have someone from there, but it doesn't really matter. We'll even accept somebody from the UK. I haven't had any shout outs from the UK yet today.
Mate, they're all at work. Like I would be normally if I hadn't have worked earlier on today. Just before work, I got a couple of hours in just to allow myself time to cover this. So here we go. Djokovic serving 40-15. Jannik Sinner giving a good account of himself, but he's still 40-15 down. There's that drop shot again. That one's too good. Novak Djokovic, fantastic. Absolutely love that. So incredible. And Diego Schwartzman's a breakdown in the second set right now. 4-3, looking like it's going to be a short day at the office for Casper Ruud. Could get it done in 2 there. David Goffin's up a break in the second set, and so is Krajinovic. 3-1 up. We're going to make it 4 soon.
Well, Schwartzman going out to Casper Ruud. Yeah, that surprises me. Maybe I'm being a bit harsh on Casper Ruud there to some extent, but I think Schwartzman's had a bit of a patchy year, really.
Yeah.
I don't think he made any great stretch shakes at the Australian Open. I think he went out in the third or the fourth round. Certainly didn't make the
Karatsev.
quarters from memory. Yeah, right. And then also even the clay court tournaments he had in Argentina, and we've all had a good laugh about that and
Yep.
stuff. And now again today in Miami. I don't know, did he make an impression at Miami? Not that I remember.
No.
So he's had a pretty flat year so far. And given that he did make a few shakes last year in what was obviously a heavily interrupted year because of the virus, etc. But getting to hello there. What's that T-shirt you're wearing there, Ben?
Hey, well, that's the guy who knocked him out in Australia there. It's Aslan, isn't it? Aslan Karatsev.
Aslan Karatsev, yeah.
Yeah, mate. God. Sad that he went out to Tsitsipas, but is what it is.
I didn't watch that match yesterday. Unfortunately, I was myself at work. Can you give us a quick summary of that match?
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty much as I thought it would go. Tsitsipas in 2 sets, a break a set. He didn't really get out of first gear, if I'm honest, for Tsitsipas. It was quite comfortable. Karatsev played well in spells. He's just not on that same level as Tsitsipas when Tsitsipas is playing great tennis. And Tsitsipas, it was just comfortable, really. I mean, everyone was hoping for the upset. I sort of was as well, but I have to be realistic, and that's why I had Tsitsipas going through in my predictions in the bracket league, because
I think on clay he's the third best player in the world, and arguably, I think he's really looking at semi-finals and finals, Tsitsipas, throughout this clay court season, and I think he's due a tournament.
Yeah, third or fourth. I'd say Djokovic, Nadal, team, probably the top 3.
Oh yeah, team. Yeah, sorry, I shouldn't forget team, but no, that's fair on team. But I've kind of forgotten about him, just A, because of the year he's been having so far, but B, because he's currently out injured. It'll be good to see him at a clay court tournament before the French Open.
Yes.
I don't know how serious the injury is, but I mean, he was struggling in Australia with this, I think, and he didn't really talk about it too much. He went out in straight sets to Karatsev. No, who was it he went out to in Australia? The Bulgarian Dimitrov, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was Dimitrov. Don't let the people in the live chat know. They'll know that it was the only one that I probably predicted right. So they won't want me to wheel out that one again. God. Oh, Djokovic went for a big winner there. It was miles long. And we've got 12 Travels saying maybe the Pope is a secret GTL fan. That'd be interesting. So maybe all 825 people who live in Vatican's are secretly subscribed. Maybe they are.
Yeah. I think being in the middle of Rome, though, doesn't quite fit into my obscure, isolated category that I'm seeking there. But still, I know where he's coming from. Yeah, it would be nice to have the Pope. Maybe he's. Do you think he's a sinner or a saint?
Very good. Very good.
You like that one, Ben? You like it?
Well, this could have been billed as the sinner versus the saint, I guess. Was Djokovic allowed that title? I'm sure a lot of people would disagree. They probably want it the other way around.
Exactly. I mean, Djokovic certainly divides opinion, and we know where some people are on Djokovic, and we know where other people are, if you know what I mean. But
Exactly.
there'll be many people that paint Djokovic as a saint, and I can understand why in some respects. But there's certainly some people that are less keen on some of his antiques, if you like, such as we saw at sometimes last year. But aside from that, one of the best 3 players of all time. I won't be quite giving him the GOAT tag yet, although I know many people are quite keen to do so.
Yeah, we got Mellors saying the Pope is a Massetti fan, surely. Must be.
Yeah, I guess the Pope couldn't be a sinner, could he?
He's a Sinner fan, definitely. And it's long there from Sinner. And right now he won't be because he's giving break point here to Novak Djokovic. And could this be the beginning of the end of this match for Jannik Sinner if he gets broken here? I think quite possibly. Yeah,
you would fear the worst if he gets broken early here in this third set. Djokovic there taking a deep intake of breath. And he's brought up more break points than Sinner during the match. And so he'll be looking to hopefully make the most of this one.
Definitely has. Oh, he's hooked that one wide though, and break point goes begging. No aces in this match so far, which is quite an interesting statistic. And you see Sinner has improved his second serve percentage of winning points there from, I think it was 33 in the first set. Now it's rounding up at 48% in total. And break points there, you see 6 for Djokovic. He's taken half of them. Sinner's taken 2 out of his 3. So Djokovic not as formidable on the break points, it would seem, in this match.
Yeah, right. So we're now into a sort of a baseline rally here between them at this crucial stage at the beginning of the second set there. Forehand to the backhand from Sinner, backhand now from Djokovic. A nice exchange here. It's a good forehand into the net from Sinner.
That's it. And Djokovic sort of answering power with power there, getting great angles cross court, and Sinner could only hit that one into the net this time. So...
Yeah. For the previous point, Djokovic had one of those classic little looks towards his box and a kind of a, sometimes you never know with Djokovic. He can be pretty annoyed with himself or annoyed with someone, even when things are going his way.
Yeah, definitely. Remember his big outburst. I forget which tournament it was in now when he smashed all his racket up. Like, was it? It was in the Australia.
Yeah, because then you had one of the ball kids, I think, come on and swept it all up. That was one of the funny images from the first sort of week or so of the Australian Open.
Yeah, it was bizarre. I think that was against Zverev, wasn't it? Yeah, it was in the quarters.
Was it in the quarters? Okay,
yeah.
Yes.
Oh, it's long, and there you go. Novak Djokovic has broken. Oh, but can the Joker consolidate? We will wait and see on that one. Want to say thank you, everybody, for joining us. Do you think there is a way back into this matchup for Jannik Sinner? If you think there is, hit that like button. If you think Novak Djokovic is going to win it, also hit that like button as well. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button. Djokovic, can he consolidate the break? 3-1 up.
Yeah, that's exactly what Sinner didn't want.
Yeah,
so Djokovic coming here and gets his first serve in. Does he? No, second serve.
Second serve wide. Here. He's bouncing it the mandatory 13 times, I believe. Big forehand cross court answered by Sinner. He's keeping Djokovic honest on the baseline. Big forehand into the backhand side. Keeps it in place. Sinner inside out forehand. And then too good from Djokovic. Sinner can only hit it wide that time.
Yeah, one of those classic sort of moments where Djokovic was on the stretch there. We've seen a few of those pics over the years.
Not a break without a consolidation, says Brandon. Definitely right, mate. Definitely isn't. It's not a break unless you consolidate. And Brandon's saying every tennis fan who only follows the slams. Who's Rublev? Classic.
Yeah, Rublev is your classic ATP 500 guy, isn't he? I love that pic there. Is that was it Adam, the guy we just had, or what was the guy's name we just had just on there? Brandon, sorry. Brandon, yeah, I love the whole Thomas. I think it's Thomas the Tank Engine.
Yeah, mate.
For the British viewers will be something from our childhoods.
Yeah, mate. Oh, big backhand there, Djokovic. He's into the net. Great recovery from Sinner, but a winner back behind Sinner. 30 love. And that backhand is firing right now from Djokovic. Both sides are.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and 30 love now, and taking a potential 4-1 lead, I think, in this second set.
There you go, John. You got 12 Travel asking you, as you live in Germany, will you be attending Halle to see Federer play?
I mean, Halle's not far. It's about a couple of hours from where I live. I've never been. I'm probably the opposite of Rublev in that I'm a slam guy. I've been to a few slams in my life, but I've actually never.
Sorry.
That's nice. No problem at all. 30-15.
That was incredible winner. That's probably the best shot of the match. I'm not lying. The Djokovic looped that up and he hit it almost on the half volley on the slide there, Jannik Sinner. This next to where Djokovic was standing, and he still couldn't get it. So much power.
Djokovic just lost his footing though at the crucial time as well. Anyway, in answer to the question, I don't think I'll be going to Halle primarily because I don't think there'll be any fans at that tournament. But obviously, the Fed point there is also relevant, and that's I think it's every year Federer uses that as his warm up, and I think as a result, Federer's never been to Queens.
Well, exactly right, mate. That used to be Andy Murray's little warm up, didn't it, before Wimbledon, the Queens tournament? Be
I mean,
interesting if he gets.
most of the players use Queens. I know Nadal's used it on many occasions, though, and he's hit it out there, Sinner, and he had a chance there to bring it to 30 all.
Yeah, there you go, 40-15. Yeah, I think. Well, with Queens, be nice to see if Andy Murray is be back there. See if we can get a little wild card into that one. It'd be nice to see him just back playing on the grass, to be honest.
Yeah. Looking forward to the grass court season. It's going to be a week shorter than we'd hoped with obviously Roland Garros moving. That's a bit long there from Djokovic there. So it's 40-30.
Yeah. Interesting stuff right now at this point in the second set. Djokovic just looking to consolidate that break. It's making hard work of it. Credit to Sinner, though. He's not going away easy.
Listen, this is the 15th game of the match, and I would be guessing at around 6 or 7 breaks of serve. So it's almost, in terms of the serve, it's not so much of an advantage today. Although Djokovic looks like he's going to win this point. He's got a backhand. He's at the net. Hit it into the net. Now, that is a giveaway, really. That you would expect Djokovic to win that point on a normal day, but he's now brought up juice, Sinner.
Indeed. He has not the best display of his drop shot ability, that one. Sort of going to the well a few too many times on it. He can be guilty of that. Yeah,
he can be, and he certainly was in that French Open final. But let's not hark on about that. We've got present-day things to worry about as he gets the first serve in there, Djokovic, as we know he often can on these big points, bringing up his own advantage.
Yeah, very good serve. And here we go, 1 point just to see if he can complete the consolidation. Can he do it?
Yeah, and this is really going to be, if it's 4-1, Sid will be staring down the barrel.
Yeah, he will. And then he's missed the first serve there. Got the ball boy on the run. Second serve, where's he going to put this one? It's gone into the middle of the service box, gone safe. Now he's playing it inside out forehand. Goes onto his backhand down the line. Sinner, it's long, miles long, and he consolidates the break. Sad to see that him to go out in that sort of fashion. Thought he'd at least throw up a nice little rally at the end of that game, but just a miles long shot there gave Djokovic the consolidation. 4-1.
Yeah, 4-1 now. I would love to hear from a viewer that thinks that Sinner can still win. Give us your comments, and
exactly.
Even just getting back into this second set, I think will be a tall order. But if we've got any huge Sinner optimists out there, and at one point there towards the end of that first set, I was starting to dream. I think when Sinner broke back to get it at 5-4 in the first set, but arguably that was the last moment really where I felt that Sinner could make a really big match of this. I predicted 3 sets at the beginning of the match. You went for straight sets, Ben, so you're looking good regarding your prediction.
Yeah, I just had a look at this graphic that just came up on the screen. You can see his drop shot placement at the moment during this match. It's pretty a good variety on that, and you can see where the winners are. A lot on that juice side, a few on the ad side, but just fantastic. And some of them are so close to the net. Really great. So interesting to see that as a graphic. 14 out of 18 won as well. So even though he is going to the well, it's working today. That's guaranteed.
That's 14 out of 8. So he's tried 18 drop shots and he's won 14 of them. That's excellent. That's an excellent.
Very good percentage there. I can announce Filip Krajinovic is serving. He's got 3 match points against Londero there. David Goffin 4-love up in the second set against Cecchinato, and Lucas Pouille has just taken the first set against Alexei Popyrin.
Okay. I don't want to keep going on about it, but it's fascinating. How's the Ruud Schwartzman second set going?
I think it's over, mate.
Ruud is through.
Ruud's through 6-3, 6-3.
Wow. And by the way, we were just talking up the Djokovic drop shot, and he tries it and failed at the
messed it
beginning
up.
there. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so he's brought up Sinner's now 15 love.
Indeed. Yeah, Maga Man just confirmed there he lost. Yeah, so that goes my bracket. Destroyed a bit down the bottom half.
Yeah, and
a winner down the
that's
line from
nice.
Sinner.
That's nice. Well done, Sinner. Get backhand there down the line. And listen, if the bottom half of the draw was looking a little light, and then the Medvedev positive test arguably making it even lighter, it's now almost a feather given Schwartzman's demise today.
Well, yeah, definitely. Oh,
I mean,
good ace there.
Good one, yeah, 40 love. I mean, Rublev looked good, or at least he looked comfortable this morning. For anyone who caught any of that match, give us your comments on Rublev and Rublev's chances at this tournament. He had a disappointing Miami.
Yeah, indeed. Maga Man, I think I was similar to you. I didn't have him in the semis, but I had Berrettini like going through a couple of rounds at least. I think I had him losing I think he faced Tsitsipas at some point, but yeah, he obviously crashed out of the tournament in his first match.
Yeah,
very
right.
disappointing.
Yeah.
Oh, great shot, Jannik Sinner. And we've got our first game to love. And finally, he gave us something to cheer about, Jannik Sinner. He got our first game to love of the match. It took a bit of time coming, an hour and 24 minutes to get it. Want to say thanks, everybody, for joining us for this matchup. If you haven't liked the video yet, help the channel out. Hit that like button. I can see all of you who haven't pressed it. It's just down there. And come on, subscribe to the channel. We're over 5,000 subscribers now. We're constantly growing. We're going to be the biggest eventually. So make sure you subscribe. We're only 15 months into our journey here at GTL. Join us for the rest of your life. It's never going away. Only getting bigger. Here we go. Djokovic serving 4-2. Can he do
New
this?
ball.
New balls, is it? Oh,
yeah.
Just long there from Djokovic. Long on the baseline. Yeah. Love 15. Is there a way back into this match for Jannik Sinner? Let us know in the live chat. I want to know. And we got people asking, the call ones still asking if we're doing Nadal Del Bonis. Gonna have to have a check on time. I'll have to let you know. If you haven't jumped in our Discord chat yet, it's pinned in the live chat. Go to our Discord, join there, stay up to date on everything Game to Love. If not, hit the bell button on the channel. It'll keep you updated with all our live streams and any scheduled ones.
And Sinner has just brought up love 30 here. This is what he needs to
love
do.
30. And we got Mantango there saying it is Sinner will break. Got some confidence here.
I hope you're right, Mantango. So it's now second serve Djokovic, and that was interesting actually. The first game to love that we had in this match was in the 16th game.
Mad, isn't it? And here we go. Can Sinner get a break to love? It's love 30 right now. He can't. I said that. It always happens, doesn't it? I say it and then it just ruins it. Shouldn't just keep my mouth shut. So 15-30.
That was certainly an unforced error there on the backhand from Sinner going long.
Mele's going right. Well, rinse and repeat of the first set, but this time Jannik. We'll wait and see if he can get a break here, because you still got to hold your serve once you've broken. Let first service here. Djokovic gets another first one to ping at Jannik Sinner. Come on. It's been a really great matchup, this one, though. It's not disappointed at all, especially its first game on clay for Novak Djokovic. Oh, great inside out forehand winner from Djokovic. Oh, so good.
Yeah, being up 30 all now. Wheeling it out just when he needed it most there. An excellent forehand from Djokovic. Winner speed at 149 kilometers an hour. Not bad.
Yeah, love to see that. And Doc Feddy is saying we'll subscribe forever if Djokovic wins. Love to hear that. Hopefully subscribe forever whoever wins.
Some interesting pics there. So the doc has a picture of him at work by the looks of things.
Nice. And we've got Almino saying Khachanov Buster is my anticipated match tonight, but could determine a lot of the tournament for me. So that's interesting.
Yeah,
Magaman saying, I'm
Yeah.
watching on being and slightly behind you guys. So I'm getting all the results just before they happen. I'm sorry to hear that, mate. It's frustrating when that happens. I know it. And here we go. We've got break point. Jannik Sinner right now. Exciting stuff. Can he do it right now? Jannik Sinner, break point yet again on the Djokovic serve. What's he got? Serve into the net. He's got a second serve here. Oh, then Brandon's jumping in, please. Break Sinner. I know there's probably a lot of people sat around the world hoping for the same. It's a good second serve. It's miles long from Sinner. What is he up to? You can't be doing that on your break point.
Balls flying through the air, but way too much there for Sinner's liking, and then goes quite far long.
Shocking.
On the second serve, I think he just got a bit excited there, didn't he?
Come on, guys. If you want to see that Jannik Sinner button one more time, give us a like on the video. Come on, guys. We're on 31 likes. There's 150 of you in. If you all like the video now, we'd really appreciate it. We're on juice here on Djokovic's serve. Can Jannik Sinner get another break point here? Oh, he's gone for the drop shot.
There.
Jannik Sinner's in. It's just wide. Oh. There you go.
So
Jannik Sinner
wins the point. Djokovic wins the point after a drop shot there, but Sinner managed to reach, and he'll be disappointed that he got it out.
Indeed, mate. Indeed. It was disappointing to say the least. Here we go. Djokovic looking to get to the Magic 5 first. Oh, it's long, and there you go. Djokovic, fantastic play. Under pressure there. Jannik Sinner just gifted him the hold really there. I'm sorry, but he had the break point. He had a second serve to look at, and he hit the return miles long. He'll be looking and watching that back and so disappointed. So
yeah, I mean, there was one where he had a really, really good chance at a second serve. Then I think he got a bit excited, but there was a couple of deep serves there from Djokovic, taking a slight risk on his second serve as well, and it was close to a couple of double faults, but ultimately Djokovic prevailed, and now he's just one game away from winning the whole match.
He is indeed, and it's 5-2, the Magic 5. He's there first yet again, and it's all to do now. Jannik Sinner's the pressure on his serve. Will he be able to get enough first serves in this next service game? We'll have a quick look at the statistics for this second set. You can see his serves improved. And second serve points won 75% in the second set. He's been getting a lot of first serves in. Only 57% of his first serve points won though. And as you can see, Djokovic strong on his side. 73% first serve points won and 64% on the second serve. Very dominant. So,
how many balls do you think end up in that ocean?
It's got to be a fair few. It depends how often Tsitsipas is playing there, I think. those frame jobs that he tends to serve up quite often. But yeah, with no roof. Maybe you could do with a roof on every stadium. Oh, into the net, and there you go. Second serve to look at straight away here for Novak Djokovic. Yeah,
so Djokovic there, got the second serve there from Sinner is on the backhand of Djokovic again. Djokovic goes long. 15 loves Sinner.
Yeah, I know. He's a bit annoyed about that. I'm sure he'd love to get this match out the way as soon as possible. Does not want to be hanging around any longer than he has to, really. There we go. Good return. Right. Jannik Sinner, good forehand. Chopped it back into play. Sinner not enough into the corners at the moment. They're playing it down the middle of the court. Djokovic, great angle on his shot. It's too good. And Jannik Sinner can only hit it long.
I think Djokovic hit the line. Sinner did hit it long. I probably wouldn't even put that in the unforced. I'd probably put that in the forced error category almost, because Djokovic hitting the line there on the tram line made it very difficult for Sinner. So it's now 15-all, and he's 3 points from victory.
Indeed. Oh, missed another first serve there. Here we go. Second serve again to face. It's gone down the middle. Djokovic, big, powerful return. It's too good. It's into the net from Sinner.
Brings up 15-30 now, and Yeah, as you said, I think Djokovic will want to get this over and done. Give him a chance on the practice court this afternoon. I think no reason why not. Although just giving a bit of a puff out of air there, perhaps he's not thinking about the practice court.
Yeah, indeed. Mella's saying, Brandon, someone needs to keep Jax in check. Join the Discord. Definitely do. There's a live voice chat on there. And as that, what a great winner down the line from Novak Djokovic. 2 match points. That was good, wasn't it?
Absolutely. There. I mean, actually, to be fair, Sinner did a good point construction there and hit some good shots of his own. But ultimately, that shot down the line, I think it was a backhand down the line there from Djokovic, was just red hot.
Yeah, and he's got another second serve to look at here. The first serve's disappeared from Jannik Sinner's game right now. Novak Djokovic gets a second serve to look at. It's just backhand down the line. Backhand down the other wing. He's gone with the drop shot. It's in. Jannik Sinner finishes it off, though. Not one of his best ones, that.
Yeah.
Bit too loopy.
Yeah, it was a 2-loop. He tried the drop shot there, Djokovic, and was possibly the right shot, but it was just a poor execution. He just got too much height on it, so therefore it was quite a nice bounce for Sinner to then put it away.
Yeah, indeed. Second match point here. Novak Djokovic. What has he got? Does he get to see another second serve? It's a good first serve. He took a bit off the pace of it. Oh, it's a great backhand cross court. It's wide now, the return from Djokovic, and 2 match points saved from Jannik Sinner. Well played.
Nice. As you said, though, he did just take a bit off, a bit like in the first set, I think it was, when he just took a little bit off that first serve to really make sure he got his first serve in. But ultimately, it was enough to win the point.
That's it. Here we go. Juice. Big first serve. Djokovic, big return. It's into the net. Another match point. Want to say thanks, everyone, for joining us. Got 150 people in. Help out the channel. Hit that like button. It really does help our channel. Helps us get found by lots more tennis fans around the YouTube globe. So, match point Djokovic, number 3. Oh, it's long. Second serve. Second serve. It's long, and there you go. It's double fault. Novak Djokovic wins against Jannik Sinner, and it's a break.
Yeah.
And we got to give the Joker his tune. Fantastic stuff there from Novak Djokovic. A well-deserved victory. It was just a formality in the end, wasn't it, John? Just a walk in the park for Novak.
I think Djokovic's fans will be a touch of relief meeting Sinner at such an early stage. I mean, he couldn't get much earlier than this for Djokovic, his first match on clay this season. It was a tricky assignment, and but he didn't really get forced in the end, or really get pushed as certainly in terms of the scoreline. I think the scoreline probably doesn't quite do the match justice. I think it's a lot closer than 6-2 or 6-4, 6-2 suggests. Sinner fans can just take some solace in the fact that he did push the world number 1. As we said at one point, there was no game to love on the Djokovic serve, but ultimately Djokovic prevails.
Yeah, it was a very convincing win in the end, 6-2 in the second set. I think it's a good sign of things to come. I know people sort of call me a little bit like, Djokovic, picking him to win each tournament. But there's a reason behind it, guys. This guy, have you not seen the standard of tennis this guy produces? Jannik Sinner's been on a storm recently. He got to the final of the Masters, the last one. And unfortunately, it was just clearly not good enough today. Djokovic by far the better player. And there you go. 2-love tells a story. I said 2-love before the match, stuck with it. I think it was more convincing than what I thought it was going to be. I thought it'd just be 1 break per set, really. I would have been impressed if Sinner got it to a tie break. But Novak Djokovic, number 1, 18 Grand Slams for a reason. He's just that good. Fantastic.
Who's Djokovic going to play? Who's Djokovic going to play in the next round in the quarter? Is it the quarterfinals next?
Well, yeah, I can just bring that up right now. I'm glad that you asked that question. I can just bring that up.
Yeah, so obviously they are playing later against the opponents as well. The last time I recall those two games at the Australian Open 2020, I think they all got the ball in the hand.
We're losing you a bit, mate. I think your connection's going. I think your connection's going a little bit, but yeah, he'll be playing the winner of Hubert Hurkacz and Dan Evans in the next round, and then I'm sure, well, he'll be a heavy favourite for that matchup. But after that, the winner of that matchup would play the winner of, I would assume, Zverev versus Goffin, but Zverev has to play Sonego first. That's not a walk in the park. Sonego very good on the clay courts as well, but you would expect Zverev to get through those two rounds and then to be facing Novak Djokovic in what would be, I believe, the quarterfinals. So,
yeah. Can you hear me, Ben?
Yeah, you're breaking up a little bit there. No worries, mate. I think just the connection went a little bit. Keeps going in and out a little bit, but it's totally fine, mate. Luckily it only happened just towards the end of the match, so that was all right. So I just want to say thanks everybody who was joining us for this live stream. Let us know in the live chat who you had winning that match. Did it go the way you thought it was going to go? Do you think Novak will be getting through the next round as well? I know I keep on repeating it, but it is a very important thing for our channel is hitting that like button on the video. I do really appreciate all of you that have subscribed, and if you want to subscribe and add to our newly crowned 5,000 subscribers, which is new as of last night, hit that subscribe button and hit the bell, and you can be notified for all the future matches we'll be doing throughout Monte Carlo and all of the other tournaments coming up, like the French Open. So exciting stuff, mate. I think I'm probably going to wrap up the stream there. I'm obviously during work time at the moment, but I managed to do a bit of work beforehand just so I could allow myself this match. I'll speak with JG.
Ben, if I could just highlight, so I know you've got to go, but I just want to highlight one thing, and that's for those that are particularly of a Djokovic persuasion. That's a hell of a potential run to a final. Sinner. We all know about Sinner. He was a final in Miami. Hurkacz, the winner of the last, Masters tournament we had there in Miami. Followed by potentially Zverev, who's Gil wrote his tip for the tournament, and we all know Zverev's capabilities. Followed by, I think Tsitsipas would be his semi-final, would it?
Yeah.
And then obviously, whoever you're playing in the final is going to be a tricky assignment. That's a hell of a tricky run to a final there for Djokovic.
Yeah, mate, it's the who's who, and that's why I thought if he gets to the final, he has a very good chance of winning it. If he manages to get all that way, why not? But we're gonna have to see. Rafael Nadal is up on court next, so it's gonna have to. We're gonna have to see how he gets on. Will Rafael Nadal? You'd expect he'll breeze past Del Bonis. Wait and see. I'm gonna have to cut this stream short now. I appreciate everyone who joined us. If you're new, subscribe. If you're new or not new, like the video, appreciate you, John, for joining us again and helping out in JG's absence. I really appreciate it, mate. Really, really do.
Thanks for having me on.
No worries, mate. We'll see you guys very, very shortly, I'm sure, for some more tennis matches and probably some more podcasts. We'll do some roundup ones, me and JG, hopefully in an evening this week. So for now, guys, goodbye.